I just need somebody to pick me. I just need somebody to pick me. That's what I need. I just need somebody to pick me.
30 years doing comedy. I feel like, is there like a message that you would want to just deliver?
Yeah, I need a job. I need to win. I feel like, with all the respect and the love, I'm the last person in my group to not make it. I'm still out here grinding. I'm still out here doing $100 gigs. I'm still out here booking my own shit or whatever. And I just feel like I just need somebody to open a door. I just need an opportunity. I just need a win. And I think part of the problem is people don't think that I need anything because I don't present myself that way. I present myself like I'm working, I got it going on, or I'm always creating this and that. So I don't think people think I need help. And even when I call them, they just like, for real, ho, you need this, or you need an agent, you need a manager, and I'm like, yeah, all these years in my career, I haven't had those things. I haven't had that level of success.
Wow.
Now, I will go back, because I know the question will be, well, why haven't you had that level of success, Hope? Is it your mouth or whatever? Well, my mouth is no worse, or my platform or my mouthpiece on what I stand for is no different than Monique's, is no different than Cheryl Underwood's or any of those people or whatever. But I've also been a single mom, and I had to raise my son. Sure. And so there was only so much I could do. So many times I could go on the road because I didn't have anybody really to help me with him. So I could go on the road for about 5 or 6 days, and then I would have to come home because he would start acting up in school, because kids fear abandonment. And so he would start acting up in school, and I didn't leave him with different people. My mom didn't want me to be a comedian, so she would only babysit him a little while. Then she'd like, you need to come home and get your baby and everything. And so I could only go for so long, and I had to come home. So I couldn't be out there like a lot of other women, even like with Lunell, she had a baby daddy who was also a comedian, but he kind of got out the business, and he was like, I will take, the baby while you go and try to make it. And so I never had that support system in place to do that. And then I took myself out the game for about 7 years when I moved to Dallas to do radio. And I got into radio, and I felt like, I am born to do radio. Yeah. And because I was so good at it. And we took the station from a .09 to a 2.4 in less than 2 years. That's unheard of.
You said, just to kind of put context in it, you said you were the only one that didn't make it out your group. Like, what's the group? Just
my group of comedians that I came up with the Cheryls, the Earthquakes, the Arnezes, the Arnez Jays, the the DLs, everybody that's the Moniques. I've worked with all of these people, and I was ahead of them in a sense.
Okay.
And then I took myself out the game when I moved to Texas. I was there 7 years, even though we were on the radio for 3. I got married. I wanted to be normal and live a normal life. And my ex-husband was so insecure about a lot of things and stuff. And I wanted to have my marriage. And so I kind of I stayed there too long. After the radio was over, I should have came back to LA. 7 years is a long time to be out the business.
In entertainment, yeah.
It's a long time.
A lot can happen.
A lot can happen. And so everybody that I was ahead of went ahead of me. The Melanie Camachos and the Lunells. Lunell wasn't even living here. She was in Oakland, whatever at the time. So all of those people went ahead of me. And so now coming back 7 years and having to really start all over. But as I was going to the clubs, the promoters changed, the producers changed. And so I basically and the comedians had changed. Right. It was a whole new crop of young comics. Some knew who I was, some didn't. Some didn't know if I had it still or not. And so I had to start proving myself. And so when I would go out to the clubs and they would put me on first, they were like, why did we do that? Whatever. And they realized I wasn't new to this game. I was true to this game.
For sure.
And everything. And so I had to start all over. And God told me that. He said, they're not going to like you being back. It's going to be a fight, and you got to get in this fight. And they're going to block you, and they're going to stop you. And I said, why, God? I have helped all of them I have helped every last single person. These people have come to LA, they have slept on my couch, they have driven my car, they have ran my phone bill up. I have helped so many comedians, so many comedians, and even now to this day, helping them with the Comics Rock Convention. I'm still helping people. It takes a lot of time and commitment to put a convention together.
I can't ignore a constant theme when it seems like people that are trying to do good in this space, it's constant. Like, I've heard this probably 3 times in a row in the last conversations.
Yeah.
And it's like, so you said people blocked you, or I'm sure you've never reached out to like one of your high profile peers. And
Sure. But my thing also too is, I need something because I'm not where you at.
Yeah.
The talent is there, so I need something.
Yeah.
Why haven't any of you reached back? Why haven't any of you guys said, let me help Hope? Hope helped me. Hope helped me if it's nothing but made a phone call. If it's nothing but picked you up from the airport. If it's nothing but took you and helped you get into a club you couldn't get in, and I use my name and my celebrity to do that, and then you go and surpass me, and you see I'm not there, I need something.
Yeah.
So it's not a secret. I need something. So what is it? What is your reason? What is my reason?
Was it ever genuine? Maybe not.
Them or me?
Not you, but maybe them. Because I feel like I move on a standard of like respect and principles. I'm a principle-based person.
Me too.
And I would just like, off the strength. Now, if it doesn't have to benefit me, it's just like for karma.
I think that people have selective memory.
That's true.
I think that people forget.
Yeah.
And I have to go and remind a lot of them. I had to go and remind some comedians when I show up to places and stuff. I was like, nigga, remember when? Oh yeah, I hope I do. Then the level of respect is different. When I say, remember you used to call me and now you own, whatever. We used to have long conversations. We used to do this, we used to do that, or whatever. Throw me a bone, help me out, do something. So sometimes I think you have to remind them. I think that you have to call them on their shit and really remind them and let them know. It doesn't mess
with your like ego that you gotta like even do that?
Yeah, it does, and that's why I don't do it a lot of times. And I don't think it's at one time I got really bitter. And God said, quit being bitter and get better, and then they can't deny you. And so that's what I started striving to do, is be better. Just be better at my craft. I think that if, like James Brown says, he says, I don't need a handout. He said, just lead me to the door, I'll open it myself.
Yeah.
So when I show up to a radio interview, when I show up to a podcast, when I show up, they know that it's there. Every time I go do radio interviews or anything like that, they like, can you come back and be on the cast, or can you do this? Because I was paid a lot of money to do radio when I was in Dallas. So I know how to do radio.
Right. I can hear it in
taught by the best.
In your delivery, your voice.
I was taught by the best. Some of the best in radio. I was taught by them. So even with promotions, I was taught by one of the biggest promoters in the world. So I know what to do. I don't know if that scares people. I don't know if people think I'm coming to take their job. I don't know what they think, because it's none of those things. I just want to do my work. I just want to come and do the best I can do and be the best comedian that I can be, and get the work done. That's it. I'm not trying to take no job. Comics will say, well, why you never asked me to do your room? Because Hope, I don't want you to come over and take the room from me. Why would I do that to you?
Really?
I'm just coming to bless your stage and support what you do.
Like, how do we support Hope and really maybe help see you get to your vision for yourself?
I think people need to know that I do need stuff. Okay. I think people need to know that I do need a manager. I do need an agent. I do need representation. I think people need to know that. I think that people don't think that about me. I think people think that I got it going on, but that is my mantra. That is who I am. I'm never gonna let you see me sweat.
Have you always been vocal about needing or like needing help?
Never. I never said this before in my life.
Okay. What made you want to do that today?
Because you asked me. So, and it's just, I'm fucking
Yeah.
53 now. I need to get it. The beautiful thing about comedy is you never age out. It is a timeless thing. I mean, George Burns told jokes to the day he died. He was 100. Rodney Dangerfield didn't even start his career till he was 52. Phyllis Diller didn't even start her career till she was 40-something years old. So you never age out of comedy. So I never worry about my place in comedy because I'm multi-talented. If I don't do stand-up, I can do voiceovers. I can do radio. I can direct. I can manage. I can do anything in this business, but comedy is my first love. So that is what I want to do. Do I want to be on a sitcom and go to a set every day and read a script and remember lines? I'm not sure. Do I want to be on reality TV? I'm not sure. What I would like is my own talk show, my own talk variety show that I have a concept for, that I need produced and put out there, things. And I just, what I really need, and I told my son today, and it's just with anything, I just need somebody to pick me. I just need somebody to pick me. That's what I need. I just need somebody to pick me. I just need somebody to say, I just need somebody to pick me. That's what I need. That's all I need. I just somebody to pick me. And
it's just like seeing your talent,
just pick me. Just take a chance on me. I'm that, how the commercial where they have the Ever Ready Bunny and he's hitting that wall and everything like that. I'm right there. And I just need, and then they have that other one where the guy is hitting the pick and he gives up and the pot of gold is just one more pick away.